What's up you guys, and welcome back to another Reddit reading video. Before this video even starts, I got some good news and I got some bad news. In the last video I told you guys how my AC went out. It was out for 2 days and it's been 95 degrees out. It was very hot. The good news is my AC is back on. But the bad news is, for some reason I just had this weird jolt and I've been going out for the past 3 days and buying a butt ton of Pokemon cards. I don't know why. Here's me with some Pokemon cards that I just bought. I had 0 4 days ago and now I have a butt ton of Pokemon cards and more on the way. Yeah, laugh all you want, but one day these are gonna be worth a lot of money. Then again, that's what they said about Beanie Babies. Just so you know, tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern-ish, maybe 10:30, maybe 11 even at the latest, we'll be doing another live stream. I'm going to be going over some more funny Reddit stuff. I really like doing the live streams. They're actually really fun. But with all of that out of the way, let's get into the video. Today we're going to be doing r/MaliciousCompliance, which is people conforming to the letter, but not the spirit of the request. Today we have the time I did exactly what the Japanese police and Mr. Belligerent wanted me to do. To start, this is not malicious compliance against the Japanese police, as it is against a customer from HE Hockey Sticks. Oh, and if the police are called to a dispute, they won't take sides unless the law is being broken in front of them. That is for the courts to sort out. They just keep the peace, talk to the two parties, and try to work things out. On to the story. In 2008, I think, I was a club owner in Japan. I rented the place from a rascally old man who let me do pretty much what I wanted. The club had a motorized mirror ball hanging in the ceiling, a pool table, and a projector there left over from the former renters that the landlord said I could use for free. I made a lot of money using the downtime. A club is usually wasted space during the day, setting up party space type events after weddings, reunions, and the like. Here's an actual picture of one of the sit-down type events. Here it is, basket of glory, 3, 2, 1, let's go. The tables would disappear at night and you would have a dance floor. One party got a little rowdy, and during the festivities, the crazy host lady thought it was a good idea to pick up a chair and swing it over her head. Don't ask me why, she was very drunk. The arc of the swing launched the mirror ball into the air, smashing to the floor in 1,000 shiny pieces. After my staff cleaned up the broken glass, she promised to pay for it, and I thought that was that. I jumped online, found a like model on Amazon, and added the price to their bill. I don't remember the price, but being motorized, it was past $100, with non-motorized versions selling for much less. About 3 hours after, a very angry host lady's husband shows up, receipt in hand, saying I scammed the drunk host lady, and she was going to call the police and shut me down. And rabble. Our back and forth went on for quite a bit, and honestly, I was getting a bit tired of his macho in-your-face attitude. He then said he would talk to my landlord and get me evicted. I was at the eye-rolling stage and sarcastically said, "Oh, don't get him involved. You will regret making him mad." Unfortunately, sarcasm doesn't translate well in Japanese, and he jumped on the humor gaff to say I was threatening his life and called the cops. The cops were totally professional, but a bit overzealous in responding to the call. 3 patrol cars and 2 bikes showed up. I guess the guy made it out that I was in a league with the mob, and I guess Gaijin plus Yazuku in the 2000s equal overkill. They listened to us together. Then they separated us and got each side of the story. Then, just to be sure, the police talking to each other switched places and asked us all over again the same questions. Slowly the cars, one by one, went back to work, leaving only 2 motorcycle cops with us, and the back and forth argument, all very tedious. Finally, one cop put us aside and said, "Look, he's willing to pay for the damage, but only if you apologize for threatening his life." Being American, where we see lawsuits everywhere, I was reluctant to say such a thing. So I walked back to the man and the police and I asked everyone, if I apologize for him getting frightened, this whole business is done? Angry man has his arms crossed and a macho smug, "Yeah, B, say you're sorry." Look at his face. The 2 policemen are also waiting for me to speak. "I am really sorry. Really so sorry you got scared so easily. Had I known," implying weakness, "I would have chosen my words more carefully." Dang if extremely polite Japanese can't turn into a slap in the face. Dude turns beet red, and I swear to you, the policeman on the left let his guard down just enough to let the corners of his mouth twitch into a grin, just for a moment. Then the policeman said, "He did as you asked. Now time to go home," and they herded him into his car. Thank you very much for sitting through all that. Hope nothing was lost in translation. TLDR, dude asked me to say sorry for threatening him, so I make him out to be a scaredy cat. Edit, you're alright, this happened in the 2000s. The date in the picture is 2008. Memory is fleeting, scary thing. Sorry again. I will leave the story unedited and live with the shame. That's exactly what he gets. That's probably the biggest Like, kicking the nuts you can do to some guy that thinks he's like all big old macho man. It just implied that he's like some kind of sissy. He's so insecure. He's just like, I'm not a sissy. To those guys, you just want to be like, chill out, man. It's okay to relax. Like, just try and be yourself, man. That's exactly why I love malicious compliance. People getting exactly what they deserved and what they asked for. Everyone's happy. I have to take a sick day? Alright then. I apologize for formatting as I am in mobile. For a bit of context, my daily commute is at minimum 2 hours. Yes, I know. I could go into details on why I haven't moved closer, but I won't right now. Today I woke up not feeling too well, headache, a bit fever, and just not feeling too good. So I decided to stay home. I informed that I'll be staying home, but since I have a lot of work to do, I'm going to work from home. My workload is insane, to be honest. A few minutes later, I get an email from my boss saying that since I was sick, I should take a sick day. Basically, they don't want to pay me for working from home. That if I work, they'll decide later on if my work from home is approved or not. Oh really? Well fine then. I emailed them back saying I was taking the day as a sick day then, because I'm not risking the chance of working and then not getting paid. Now, as I lay peacefully in my bed, my email is being flooded with things that need to be done. Simple things I could do if I was allowed to work, but I'm not. So you're gonna have to wait until tomorrow, if I'm feeling better, so I can solve these things for you. So sorry. What? I love this, short and sweet. I love his attitude. This top comment is worth reading. In a previous role, I requested to work from home, but was told it wasn't possible. Therefore, I refused from that point to do anything at all from home and outside normal working hours. This was a global company, and my role involved working directly from the UK with teams from both China and the USA. So my working day could in theory stretch between 6 AM to 11 PM depending on the project. Everything still got done eventually, but simple conversations took 3 days to complete, as our working days never aligned, and I refused to answer messages and emails at home. It took a couple of weeks and a project involving the Chinese CEO before my boss in Europe realized what was going on. How did your boss react? Well, he said, previous role. Let's read one last sweet and short ones because they're just so nice. Got to use for free photography. Made sure a special friend was included. I'm not a professional photographer, but I do have decent equipment and portfolio, so a lot of friends will hit me up for discount photo shoots. Most of them pay or at least buy me dinner, but others expect me to do it for free. I'm close to my ex-boyfriend's family, so I was thrilled when his younger sister asked me to come to her prom pictures earlier this month, until she told me to bring the camera. I did mention to her that I'm doing online school and I have an exam due that week, so the pictures might not be ready for another week. She was fine with that. Within 2 hours of taking pictures of half a dozen high school students, I ended up with 300 plus shots, because everyone wanted the perfect Instagram shot. Whatever, I can go home, study, and slowly work on sorting through the pictures later. They're not paying me, so I wasn't exactly motivated either. I get a text from her and her mom around 11 PM. They wanted the pictures edited and uploaded by the next morning so they could be shown off on social media. I tried to explain that I'm studying, but they weren't having it. They said, "We don't care how you edit it, just make it look nice." Fine. I spent 3+ hours working on the pictures and editing them really nicely, that I even was proud. Then, I had Shrek into the background of every single picture. Shrek with his head poking out from between the kids, Shrek posing happily. Shrek had a very nice time at prom. Evidently. I uploaded the pics and sent them off. No one noticed the extra guests for weeks, and I got my ears chewed out by my ex's sister that I didn't appreciate her 900 followers on Instagram seeing Shrek grinning between her and her boyfriend. They asked me to edit however I wanted, so I delivered. Shrek was one of my best clients I ever had. This is exactly something I would do. This is more of a petty revenge. Actually, it's both petty revenge and malicious compliance. She didn't maliciously comply, but she got a little petty revenge in there with all those Shreks. That's a really good one, I'm not gonna lie. But thank you guys so much for watching this Reddit reading videos. I hope you guys enjoyed this r/maliciouscompliance. If you guys like this video, then hit that like, smash it into the ground, you know, meteor mash that sucker. Detroit, smash that mother. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow the Reddit reading Instagram account if you want. Alright, done with the self promos. Thank you guys for watching and goodbye, my lovelies.